Hey y'all! Before we get into the video, there's something that I need to mention. According to the creators of the Doki Doki Literature Club, this game is not suitable for children or for those who are easily disturbed. Having now played through the whole game myself, I also recommend avoiding it if you suffer from depression and are currently in a bad state of mind. Otherwise, it's a great game and I highly recommend it. So I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Goodbye! Hey Internet, Caligula here, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Doki Doki Literature Club. Once again, I'm here with Honey.
What up?
What up? Alright, so let's get going. What did we do in the last episode? Oh yeah, we got a date with Natsuki. We're gonna be making cupcakes. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Oh yeah, she's coming to our house. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. That doesn't seem that different from...
Yeah, she's fishing for them dick pics.
She's been sending us some eggplants.
Yeah.
She also...
Water droplets.
A lot of what?
Water droplets.
The water droplets. Yeah. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me?
She's already hanging from the rafters. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there's nothing we could do. Oh, well, we're gonna visit her,
Oh.
I guess. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. How do you think this is gonna go?
We're gonna walk in on her in the toilet or something like that.
I don't know if she's gonna answer. I think maybe this is where things start to get dark.
Huh. She might have killed herself.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah, you said it was gonna get dark.
I didn't know it was gonna get that dark.
She's either dead or we're gonna walk in and she's gonna be taking a fat shit.
Alright, I guess we'll find out who's right. The house is quiet.
She's dead.
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room.
She's dead.
It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me.
She can't run.
I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Caligula! I had to remember my Sayori voice. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. It's awkward.
Yeah, it's super awkward. This was a mistake. We should leave.
Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Caligula. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. What's she hiding? What's she hiding?
No, she said she wants to get with us, but then she wants back in the friend zone now.
But why does she want back in the friend zone? Is something going on at her house?
No, because we didn't reciprocate.
All right, maybe.
Remember we said we wanted to walk home with Yuri?
Yeah, I remember. Her boobs are bigger? I know, but did we tell her that?
Yeah, we told her that to her face.
Okay, good. Well, at least we were honest.
Yeah.
But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. See, why is she talking about getting punished?
She's hanging out with Yuri. Can't tell if she's Catholic or Mormon. Either way, it's weird.
I don't know if Mormons punish themselves. It seems like flagellants are a Catholic tradition.
Yeah, but don't Mormons wear those weird underwear?
I don't know.
That's punishment.
Well, I'm going to have to Google that.
Also, they don't drink caffeine or alcohol. That's punishment.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
And then they wear button-downs that are short sleeves. That's definitely punishment.
I think those are attractive.
No.
You don't own a single button-down with short sleeves?
No, because I roll my sleeves if I have to.
You should get one. Show off your biceps.
No.
Yeah, you know you want to show off your biceps.
No.
I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Wait. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
How old are these kids?
I guess high school.
Okay, so it's not puberty.
It could still be puberty. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Caligula, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Caligula? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh, damn.
This is like a whole can of worms. I didn't come here to counsel. I wanted to make cupcakes and try to get some action. We shouldn't have come here.
That is not the appropriate response when somebody tells you that they have depression.
Just ball it up and keep it inside like everyone else. You'll be alright.
Did you know that? Why did you think I'm late to school every day? Oh, because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. Fuck.
So the jar poem makes a lot of sense now.
What was the jar poem? Oh, yeah, the bottles.
Yeah.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why Sayori? Why Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Oh, yeah, so real good on us. Like, she tells us that she's depressed and we feel offended.
Yeah, how dare you?
How dare you, Sayori?
Yeah, you should feel like shit for feeling like shit. Alright?
I think she successfully does feel like shit for feeling like shit.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's depression. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all, Caligula. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Oh, this is sad. This really is what depression feels like.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic, man. She's getting a little real here.
I don't want to be cared about.
I feel you.
Fuck, we're an asshole. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ha 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 ha. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Caligula. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand, and now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. This is fucking sad. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Oh.
Caligula. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. Oh no, we're leading her on. No, this is terrible for us to say. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, are we trying to be a player or not? Because we're just going after vulnerable girls, apparently. So.
Yeah. Is this one of those games where you understand that you're the monster at the end?
That's every game. Every game you ever play, you understand that you're the monster.
I don't think that's true, man.
Every game I play, I'm the monster. Yeah.
Alright. Caligula! Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No! Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Caligula, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. No, you're not. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. I don't understand any of my feelings, Caligula. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Fuck.
Yeah, see, but she's being like super real right now. She looked into the abyss and she knows the truth.
Yeah,
like,
she does.
There's nothing you can do to help her.
But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it.
Yeah, see, Sayori's woke as fuck, man. She was handling it, and we fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Push everyone away, bottle your feelings, and then die alone. All right, that's the key to success.
I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hey, do you want to be me? Do you want to be Caligula and I'll be her?
Sure.
Okay. Sup?
Hey.
I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Yeah, we could see her boobs better now.
Yeah, they're a little bit larger than the uniform on.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff.
Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? We were supposed to buy stuff?
Yeah, we're baking, so I brought the bomb. Yeah, I did.
Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course.
I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be she's a little different outside of school after all?
Hey, it's weird that you're not a bitch 100%. Let's go to the kitchen.
What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Caligula? Come on.
Since when did I need to be a gentleman?
I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me.
Yeah. This is ridiculously heavy.
That was the perfect sound effect.
I lifted a lot of heavy things.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest.
You fucking bitch. Do it again. Your size has nothing to do with it. Fucking touch me again. You really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. Damn it, I feel Natsuki. I'm short, I'm small. People always underestimate me because I'm little and I have a baby face.
You should start being a bitch.
Yeah, I should.
To compensate for it.
Well, I mean, that kind of ends up happening anyway. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you, bitch. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. She called us out.
Well, those boobs are hard to hide.
Especially when she stuffs them more.
Yeah, Natsuki.
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
I
appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
I surf the dark web, alright? There's a bunch of old people, and they pay a lot of money.
You can't say that. You can't talk about child pornography.
Hey, that's what's going on here.
That's not... Oh my god. Gross.
Exactly. Hey, I just calls it like I sees it.
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Caligula. Natsuki smiles deviously.
Please spare me.
Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. It looks exactly the same. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Dang, that got heated.
Yeah.
The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times.
That's why.
Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Caligula, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going to be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun.
I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each.
That does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh?
I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too.
Yeah. Maybe I will use a food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there.
We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Aren't you even trying?
Do not criticize my forearm dexterity. It'll just take a little longer.
Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Ooh, it's getting sensual again.
Yeah,
I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work?
I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try.
I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that?
There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Are we gonna lick it off?
Oh, yeah.
She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
I got it.
Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face.
You wish. I'm faster.
I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Wait, what we doing?
Huh?
Whose fingers got the icing?
So, icing was on her face. She wiped it off and then tried to stick it on our face, but she's fucking tiny. So we dodge it and we grab her wrist. And then that's where we're at now.
Oh, I see. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Stop.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't be doing this either.
I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Caligula. I was just really into it.
Yo, it's getting steamy.
You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
I'm a hand guy.
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly?
Because you fucking sucked on her finger, man.
Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? We gonna pass out? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Damn it!
Cock blocked.
By the fire alarm. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? Sorry, I took your line.
I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah.
The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays.
They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for?
I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you could use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you could also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me the idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We should draw dicks on the cupcakes. We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes.
Or dicks, I guess.
Dicks. The word dick.
We could write different names for the word dick.
Schlong.
Dong.
Mm-hmm.
Peen. Penis.
Worm. Oh, it would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Ha ha ha. Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you.
Nah? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are all together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Oh, I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Aha, what are you gonna eat, like 3 pieces of corn? Sayra is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
That's because she eats her feelings,
and has a tapeworm.
Oh yeah, she has a tapeworm.
One, she's looked at the abyss, and she's woke as fuck now. And 2, she has a tapeworm, which is also contributing to her depression.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably also eating her feelings a lot.
She probably ate the tapeworm in the void. When she looked into the abyss, she accidentally swallowed a tapeworm. It's called depression.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, what does that mean?
She gets beat.
I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Huh? Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man.
As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You could bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah.
I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess.
Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Sucked her finger, though.
Yeah, we sucked her finger.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. Wasn't for that damn fire alarm.
Yeah.
Might have sucked a couple more fingers.
Yeah, put the whole hand in the mouth, you know?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What did you say before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression.
Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Caligula, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me.
Wait, Natsuki.
Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening?
Oh, snap.
My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now.
Is it the phone in my pocket?
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
It's just a phone.
Is this Sayori? What?
Damn, that cock block. Huh?
Ah! Hi, Caligula.
Sayori. Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Caligula. I just stopped by to say hi. Uh-huh. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye.
Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Damn it! That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Caligula? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Caligula. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Caligula. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Caligula, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own.
Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me?
Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Damn, he's going to give her the gut snake.
Oh. Did you say gut snake?
Yeah.
Stop calling it a gut snake.
That's what it is.
That's not what it is. That makes it sound like a toilet snake.
What's our choice here?
I don't want to say I love you to her because that's just not true.
Well, you don't want to end up with her?
No, I don't think so because, I mean, our character didn't like her really in the beginning, and I think that she is just a friend of ours and not somebody we're attracted to. And also, like, it would be really unfair to the other girls to say I love you to her.
Why?
Because we're clearly making moves on them.
Yeah, but this is a game. Morals have no bearing.
Yes, they do. It's a choose your own adventure game. Morals are the choices.
Yeah, we're the monster. Right?
I'm going to pick You'll Always Be My Dearest Friend.
Fine.
I really hope that she's still alive by the end of this game.
She won't be. You've just killed her. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seem after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help you get things back to the way they were.
I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori, it's how it feels to get stabbed in the back, okay?
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing? You're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Caligula. I'll trust you with anything at all. So? Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off.
Sayori.
I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Well, hope you're still around, Sayori.
No. She's dead. She just ran off.
Is that what this game's gonna be about? Like somehow we're the cause of our dear friend's death?
Yeah, each girl that you reject will kill herself. And then you'll end up with one, and then you'll murder her.
And what did Monica say to her, though? That thing that she didn't quite say?
She'd probably do it.
Yeah, I wonder if Monica's like a real psycho like that.
Yeah, she's getting rid of everyone.
Yeah, maybe.
She's the alpha.
Yeah, she's clearly the alpha, but that's a special kind of alpha. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. No, you should go! Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I could spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Caligula, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and I submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Yeah, you should have!
You should take a little responsibility for her, Caligula. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? I mean, you probably don't know what's best for her, you idiot.
Yeah, where are we getting this idea from?
I have no
You're
idea.
just like gaslighting her.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Yeah, Monica's the one to be afraid of. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hell yeah. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh, fuck. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving.
Oh, she's dead. She's dead for sure.
Oh no.
You killed her, man.
No. Sayori.
You got blood on your hands.
She better not be dead.
Oh, she's dead.
What does this mean? Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Oh yeah, she thinks it's killing herself.
Yeah.
But get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Yeah, Monica.
Yeah, she's a little puppet master.
Oh my god. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Caligula? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Yeah, she fucking knows. Oh no, what was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. Well, if we would have had the choice to stop and pick her up, I would have chosen that, so. But I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori?
It's done.
She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Do you think they're going to show a picture of this?
Hell yeah.
I gently open the door. Oh, fuck. I don't want to click. I don't
Click
want to
it.
know. No!
I told you, man.
Oh my god.
You did this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what? Did my game fuck up?
No. It's just part of it.
Damn, no! No! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Okay, but for real though, like, if this were a real situation, it would not be a good thing to, like, tell someone that you love them if you don't actually love them.
No, but this is a game.
I know, but, like, it's a simulation of, like, a kind of this sort of event, and I don't think that that's, like, a good... I don't think that means that we made a bad choice.
No, but she's dead now, so...
Oh my god, I'm so fucking sad.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Monica will kill her.
Well, we don't know that.
Oh, we know.
Do we know?
We know. I know. I'm gonna fucking kill Monica. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. Because also she told us not to strain ourselves because she knew Sayori was dead already.
Yeah.
My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, yeah, we should have definitely done that, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. No, that's not something that we should have done, because that's gaslighting too. If, like, a suicidal person tries to manipulate you into loving them just because they're threatening suicide.
You mean you can't hold someone hostage with your own life?
No.
It seems like a pretty good strategy.
I mean, I'm sure it's an effective strategy, but it's not a good strategy.
No.
Then I could have prevented this. No, that's not true. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die.
See, she passed the abyss to us.
Yeah, she did. But this is like, if anyone is actually in this kind of situation, like, you should not feel guilty for not giving in to that kind of gaslighting. Because even if it isn't intentional gaslighting, I don't know, it's not like something someone should actually feel guilty for. You know?
I mean, or you could tell them and you could buy more time to help them out.
Yeah, but buying more time, I mean, it might help, but... like, it also might just cause more pain eventually. Like, imagine how painful it would have been if we had told her, yeah, I love you, and then, like, a week later, 2 weeks later, even, like, a few months later, we have to tell her, you know, I didn't really mean that.
No, you pretty much just have to get married to her.
Yeah, that's what would have to happen.
Yeah. That's fine.
Nothing in my life
This was your homie, man.
I know. Nothing in my life is worth more than her, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Yeah, that image really fucked me up. Never. Even though it was a cartoon, it still fucked me up. Never, 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 never. We're gonna fucking kill Monica. That was the end! Yeah, we fucked up bad.
Yeah, I told you, man.
That was the end of the game?
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at it now. Oh no, this is one of those games where you can't take it back. No! Or is something wrong with my game?
No, it's like that.
No! Fuck! Oh. But so now... Wait, why is this saying this? What does this do? What? I don't think that this is something... Is this the same thing as the beginning? What the fuck is happening? This is the same as the beginning, but her name is...
Yeah, because she's dead, alright?
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is so fucked up! What? Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I have always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Caligula? No! Oh, fuck, it's fucking Monica!
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Monica?
Oh my goodness.
I'm shook. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, since you murdered my friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
How about that? I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather make something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
God damn, this fucking scaring the shit out of me. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Caligula. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please.
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Caligula, you know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities.
Wait, hang on. So, this is pretty much a new game?
Yeah.
With an alternate timeline now that Sayori's dead?
Yeah. It's like Sayori never existed. Because remember, it said in the last scene when we were outside of our house
that we just walk there alone.
Yeah, and we always have.
There were 3 members.
Yeah, Yuri, Natsuki, and her.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so Sayori just doesn't exist, and it never did exist. This is fucked up. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I wonder if we should have gone with Monica that first day and just murdered her then.
I don't know if you have a murder option.
I don't know, but I do wonder what would have happened if we had chosen to help out Monica for the festival. Maybe that's what we should do this time. I mean, I'm going to choose that probably just to see if I can murder her. Anyway.
I'm back. I brought a guest with me.
It needs to stop happening. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Caligula.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Caligula in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Caligula?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, you know I didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Caligula, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah, this is exactly the same game, just...
Yeah, without her.
Yeah, Sayori doesn't exist. Oh, fuck. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I wonder if their poems will be the same, or...
Yeah, probably.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Damn.
Jesus.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Haha, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Well, what? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Great talk. Hey, I just got an idea.
Monica, you evil bitch.
How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together, because this is a fucking club. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Caligula? Hold on, there's still one problem.
Yeah, what's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Caligula. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't have one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. For a second I thought we were going to be like, fuck you, and then they would all kill themselves. Damn. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Caligula?
Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Caligula, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Whoa.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Caligula, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
I look forward to murdering your ass, bitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
You know what was missing?
What?
Natsuki's cupcakes.
Yeah.
She brought them to the first club meeting. That's like how like cupcakes became her thing.
Yeah, but like Sayori wasn't able to tell the other girl that they were coming.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man.
This game's fucked me up.
Yeah.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I've unlocked a special poem. Would I like to read it?
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid to. Is this a poem from Sayori from the dead? Also, question, why did we like travel back in time and start reliving in this alternate universe where Sayori never existed? Like, is that some part of Monica's evil power?
No, because we started a new game.
Oh, I guess it is a new game.
Yeah.
I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room.
Cool.
What the fuck? I feel like I want to try to, like, equally make them happy. So nobody dies this time around.
Nah, you gotta save one.
Well,
I think it's a win if you save one.
I don't even care. I guess. Alright. We're gonna go for Natsuki because we only got to hear one of her poems on the last playthrough, and I still like her best, so. How about Strawberry Poof? Mouse? Papa? Playground? Party? Sweet? Giggle? Twirl? Kawaii? Kiss? Sparkle? Skipping? Shiny?
It's a lot easier with just
Fluffy?
two of them.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Marshmallow? Anime? Rose? How about happiness? Alright. Yeah, I think that we should probably leave this here. I'm shooketh. I think I need to back away for a while.
Yeah.
Before I continue playing this. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. Thanks again for helping me, Yanni. I'm glad you were here to help me play through this, because that was really fucking dark.
I told you, man. I could sense it.
Yeah, I could sense it too, but I don't know. Somehow that image still really left me shook, so.
Yeah. It was definitely a turn.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Goodbye!